Hey everybody, this is the ARCA Series at Old Phoenix. Before the repave, before the reconfiguration, and I absolutely love this place. This might be my favorite combination. I know I said that about Southern National, but every time I come back here, it's like, this is pretty tough to beat. So this is pretty much as good as it gets for me. I love this car, and just the way you have to drive this place is really fun for me. So I had a good qualifying lap. I'm the one car, but this is a pretty decent field. It looks like I didn't see the strength of field, but the top of it is pretty good, and everybody qualified up here where they're supposed to. So gonna have to be pretty good here. What I'm not sure about is where I'm gonna end up running. Ran the bottom in qualifying, and obviously everybody I've ever seen run here runs the bottom, but I have actually, every time I've won here, I've won it using the top in 1 and 2, or the middle, I guess, not really the top. So, not sure what my plan is going to be here, but we'll try and figure it out. I think I'll probably start on the bottom and hopefully stay in the lead, and then I'll move up if the car starts getting tight off of 2. But we'll see. Might go radio silent here because I'm pretty pumped up for this. Just wanted to make sure I didn't get loose there in 1 and 2. Pretty easy to do on cold tires. I'm amped up for this thing, man. Really want this to go well. Track really starts getting tight after a couple laps. That's when I like to migrate up to the top. But I'm going to take advantage of the speed that the bottom has right now. Hopefully take care of the tires, and hopefully stay out front. I got the brake bias back at 60, and I'm not going to wait too long to back it up even more. In fact, I think probably the next straightaway. So that's 57. And I think I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing until it gets tight down here. Or until I start getting caught, which it looks like might be happening right now. Looks like we got a wreck up ahead. Dove it in there pretty hard. That was a little rough on the right front. I think I'm going to move up in 1 and 2. And hopefully there's nothing up there that's going to wear the right front that I don't know about. But I'm getting caught pretty good. Got on it a little too hard there out of 2. I just love the run that you get out of 2 in that upper groove, and also doesn't seem like you're sliding the right front as much on exit. So I think that's where I'm going to end up. That felt pretty good, that lap. Got a little too high that time. I don't want to be quite that high. The 2 has made it around the 4 behind me. Hoping I can maintain this gap here. 7 laps in. Every time I've been here, I've never seen anybody else run up where I'm running in 1 and 2, so I don't know if I've just been lucky and it hasn't bitten me or what. As far as tire wear goes, I mean. But it sure feels like it's a lot better on the right front than running down low, so I don't know. At least in the second half of the corner. And hopefully it doesn't come to it, but if I do get past here, it's pretty hard to complete it when you got a guy that's got the second groove hooked up, so. Didn't run it very well that time. I'm going to be losing ground a little bit. Still entering 3 pretty hard. I probably need to back that down a little bit. Ten laps in here, and I'm getting caught. Got a little bit higher than I wanted again. Definitely getting caught. Lifted quite a bit earlier and didn't pitch the car that time, but still getting caught. Looks like something might have happened to the 3rd place guy. Very well could just be down to me and the 2, and he's catching me for sure. Just love the balancing act you have to play in 3 and 4 here. It's nothing you can explain, it's just something you gotta feel. It's freaking awesome. Ended up lower in the center that time. Only 14 laps in, it seems like it should be almost over by now. Slid the right front on entry that time. Hopefully I'm not tearing it up too bad. Gap's maintained a little bit the last couple laps. Really not saving very well. Hoping that the 2 isn't either. Seem to be stretching it out a little bit here. No need for me to run as hard as I can if I'm going to have a bit of a lead. That's the first time I've gotten tight in the center 3 and 4. That's not going to bode well. Still got 24 to go here. got way too high in 1 and 2. Pretty much just missed it there. Hopefully I can make up for it down the backstretch, but need to back up 3 a little more. That's more like what I want out of 1 and 2. Pretty good gap back to 3rd and 4th. Like I said, I don't know the strength of field. For some reason it wasn't popping up when I loaded in. I know that the 2 is like a 5,000 I rating. There's a bunch of guys behind him in the 4s, so should be a pretty decent field. Got lower that time. Grab the wall entering 3. I always do that here. Had to jump on the brakes to kind of straighten out the car. Ooh, that time I was loose off 4. I really got to calm down in 3 and 4 here. Like I said, hopefully everybody else is having the same issues too. Seem to be stretching it out to the 2, so hopefully that's a good sign. Yeah, 3 and 4 is just so weird here. There's absolutely nothing else like it, and there's a long list of things that I didn't realize before I started iRacing about NASCAR, and I'm a huge NASCAR fan, and that's one of them. That kind of a general thing that you learn is the 2 ends of oval racetracks are never the same, which is weird. You don't think about that really as a fan, but you learn every little difference and how you need to drive them different once you start iRacing. But getting back to Phoenix, just had no idea that a random corner on an oval can be so unique. And it's really unassuming. It's just kind of flat and sweeping and long, and you would never know it. But yeah, once I started racing here, you learn what it's all about. I gotta focus again here. Starting to get caught by the 2 behind me a little bit, and the 5 as well. Gonna be in some lap traffic here before it's over. Still sending it into 3 harder than I should be, but that's kind of what you do. You really drive it in there deep and kind of set the car on a yaw, and in 3 and 4 I'm talking, and you kind of just figure it out from there. There's spots where it gets real loose, especially on cold tires. So it's tight here, you gotta get some wheel in it, and then right about here on cold tires you gotta take all the wheel out of it and be real careful on the gas. Gotta get back up here in the middle where I was making time. Just a combination of feathering the brakes, feathering the gas, and then being real careful with the wheel. I got 16-to-1 steering box in this thing, so I'm turning the wheel as much as you can. I got the brakes, like I said, all the way back. So yeah, 15 to go here. I have never run up higher than 3 and 4. Never really even tried it. Hopefully 16 keeps it together here. I can get around him clean. I have wrecked myself more than once. I think out of 2 right there. on a lap car as the leader, so yeah, what's going on here? Really hope he biffs this corner and I can just go around him. Okay, good. That was scaring me for a minute. The 5 is really fast back there. He's chopped about a half a second out of the lead, but hoping he runs out of time here. Overdrove turn 1. Gap staying relatively consistent to the 2. These 2 lap cars are battling. Hopefully they get it sorted out by the time I get there. Not sure that they will though. I think the 20 is faster. The 5 really saved his stuff, it looks like. He's coming in a hurry. 2's caught me a little bit as well. Maybe not. Lap car in the wall. We're gonna meet at a bad spot. Okay. He lifted, thankfully. I don't think you could run that higher lane without a bunch of rear brake in it. Every time I kind of pitch the car, going into 1 is when I seem to be the fastest, so you guys can see my brakes and gas, you can see what I'm doing, so got real tight there in the center of 1 and 2. Wow, yeah, I haven't been that tight on either end yet. Luckily we got a good lead here. You can grab the yellow line with the left front for some grip if you're real careful. I haven't really been willing to try it in this race yet. 15's slow in front of me. He's gonna get out of the way. Thank you to him. Yeah, it's just not worth me going down there trying to grab that line. But you can do it if you're desperate and if you're careful about it. Overdrove 1 a little bit again, used the brake to kind of help me. Like I said, I ran the bottom on both ends in qualifying and got it hooked up really well, but for whatever reason I just love this second groove in 1 and 2, so surprised I've never seen anybody else run it. But if you're watching this and you're running this week, you can try it. Hopefully it helps you. It's kind of like a smooth handoff between the brakes and the gas. That was a bad example there because I overdrove it pretty hard, but I'll try and show you maybe on the next lap. There's a lot, you're rolling a lot less than if you're on the bottom. So I'm tight here in 3 and 4. Let's see if I can do 1 and 2 right so you can kind of watch. Real loose there out of the corner, that was weird. Okay, I'm all over the place. Next lap. Wow, glad I had a decent lead there. That was embarrassing. Alright, let's see if I can drive down the straightaway this time. So you kind of I mean, you guys know how to drive, but you kind of slowly ease off the brake as you're getting on the gas, and then A lot less off throttle time than if you're on the bottom, so keeps it wound up. I'll go to the bottom this time to show you the difference. I always find myself getting super tight running the bottom coming up out of the corner, so. And like I said, I like that run down the backstretch, so. Sad thing is none of it's applicable to the real Phoenix now, because it's totally different, so. We have to enjoy this in legacy form. This might be my best track. Just absolutely love this place and this car. As long as everybody keeps together in front of us, should be able to get the win. Looks like the 2 and the 5 are going to be close here at the end. 5 definitely must be quicker because he really caught him from a ways back, so. Pushing loose for fun, and we get the win. Awesome track. I'm probably going to run this a million times this week. I don't know, sometimes I like to quit when I get a win, but this place might just be too fun not to run a million times. So 81.90. I definitely didn't save really well, as you can see, but just had a decent enough gap that ended up being okay. So let's see if there were any wrecks. $15. It's like 2 guys did the same thing. 15. Wasn't able to drive out of it though. 7 and the 14. Ooh, pretty bad net code there. Yeah, 7 was blinking, so that's probably going to be a lot of that if he stayed in it the whole time. Oh! 21 down the straightaway. Oh wow, 16. Sent it into turn 3. See what happened to the 4 here. Oh, the 5 just got tight on entry there. I don't think that was on purpose. That's too bad. He was going to be pretty quick, I think. 19's into the wall. 16's going to do the same thing. Oh, and then he got turned. Now he's going to get tight out of 4. 16 runs away. Oh, I think this is when I was passing him. Yeah. Nine car off of 2, or 4. Sixteen's trying to run this high side. And the 10 smacked it hard. Huh. I haven't found myself getting tight off of 4 like this. Alright. I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. I kind of tried to explain what I was doing in 1 and 2. I don't know how well I did at conveying that, but if you want to try that line, go for it. Hope it helps you. Thanks for watching. That was super fun.